Hi, I'm Whitney Allison. Welcome to Bike Sports TV Garage. Today we're going to learn how to tear down and rebuild an integrated bike for airport travel. An integrated bike is defined as a bike when the front end does not have any cables exposed. This makes it really difficult to pack in a traditional cardboard box. So we're going to show you how to do it in a bike case.
By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
A bike case that we're going to look at today, it's pretty much essential for an integrated bike. It could also be used on any bike that has cables exposed. But the issue with using a cardboard box for an integrated bike is that it's very difficult to take the handlebars off the bike. All right, it's time to tear down our bike. We're going to do it without a bike stand, even though we do own a bike stand, and that is just so that we can practice, because when you're traveling with a bike, you are likely to not have a bike stand on the other end when you need to tear down the bike to come home. Step 1, remove your pedals. Step 2, prepare your bag to receive your bike. Step 3, remove your wheels and possibly your rotors. Step 4, let's mount the bike on the frame in the case. All right, so this is the trickiest part of the entire thing, and we are going to be putting the bike frame into the case frame, and there's no real easy way to do it, but we're going to start with the front, and we need to keep our skewers handy because we are going to skewer them in as we go. This is the other ratchet mechanism. I feel like it's just as tedious. All right, that's the hardest part of packing the bike. It can be a little bit tricky to get the skewers to line up with everything, so just give yourself some grace and eventually you'll get it. Step 5, we want to make sure that we get all of our accessories in the bag. So for airport travel, you cannot travel with CO2s. So if you have a saddlebag, you'll want to remove them. On my NV Mog, the saddlebag is actually integrated into the down tube here. So in this Cycon case, it comes with this gear bag. I think that this is a really handy place to put helmets and shoes, and I'm also going to put my pedals in there as well as my torque wrench. Step 6, we're gonna add our wheels. All right, it's time to put our wheels in. I do recommend taking out a little bit of tire pressure. That's just because it will expand during air travel, but you don't want to take so much out so that your tire becomes unseated. So it's optional to take your rotors off. I've so far been pretty lucky as far as not having rotor damage from air travel. However, I am going to place the wheels where the rotors face inside towards the frame. So gravel wheels are a little bit bigger, especially when you add in tires. These are WTB 40 Volpines, but we will get there. Step 7, we're gonna add our extras to our bike case. So based on the event that I'm going to, I will pack some extra things in my bike box. Obviously, we're limited to that 50-pound weight limit, so it is important to keep that in mind as you pack. So some things that I'll definitely consider putting in my bag would be race food. So here I have Jojo bar. A spare tire is always a good idea, just in case if something goes awry. You'll have exactly the tire that you know that you want, and some sealant to go with that. Oftentimes I'll also bring some bike washing gear. This time I'm just gonna pack up some extra lube as well as a rag. And then this has been a new addition this year, but it's just a electric tire inflator, and it is super handy. All right, and now we're gonna roll it out to our shuttle company. One of the most annoying things about traveling with a bike is that everybody wants to know what's in your bag. And there have been some fun ones over the years, and it's always fun to maybe egg people on a little bit. I like to ask them what's in their bag. All right, we've reached our destination. It's happy hour. I even have a little airline tag on here, so you can see I did indeed travel. This is actually 3 weeks old from BWR, Arizona. Let's get to it. So step 1, we're gonna remove the bike frame from the case. All right, so now we've unstrapped everything. We've gotten all of our tools and everything out of our bike box. So now it's time to rebuild. I just put the 6 back on the torque wrench here, so I'm going to remove the wheels and then put them back on the frame.
Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger. Huh?
LA departure frequency 123.9er.
Roger. Huh? Request vector. Over. What?
Flight 209er, clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Step 2, we're going to place the wheels back on the bike. Step 3, we're gonna put our pedals back on. It's a good idea to check the torque on different bolts on your bike. Sometimes they can jiggle loose during travel. That's a really nice thing about a torque wrench, is that you can torque everything to spec once you get to your final destination.
You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
All right, and there we have it. Now you know how to pack your bike for airport travel. Be sure to check out our other video on how to pack a bike in a cardboard box if that's more suited to your bike type. I've also dropped links to the products used in the show notes below, including the bike case. So be sure to check that out. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bike Sports TV Garage content.